Hello my friends, it's the Game Boy Geek here. Today we're going to take a look at Apples to Apples, a game of hilarious comparisons. This game originally came out in 1999, but it has been a staple in all the stores, the big box stores, for this amazing party game. It really revolutionized the way that party games are played, and it's a lot of fun. It's from 4 to 10 players, ages 12 and up. It's a very light, fun little card game where essentially there's a descriptive card thrown down by a judge. And that word might be dramatic. And then you have to find which card in your hand is most like dramatic. For example, maybe you'll throw down Michael Jackson, because there's people cards. Or you might throw down the Grand Canyon. Ooh, that's dramatic. So let's take a look at how it's really played, what the different types of cards are, and then we'll come back and get my final thoughts. In Apples to Apples, essentially, you're trying to make interesting comparisons. So, everybody is dealt 7 cards, and in this case, I have the cards on the table, but normally you'd be holding them in your hands where nobody else could see them, and they're just random things like the pyramids, or going to church, or Barney, or the CIA, or the Green Bay Packers, or billboards, or redwood forests. Now, one person every round is the judge, and that judge will pick up one of these green apple cards, place it in front of everybody, and read the word and the definitions. So in this case, it's lazy. Lazy, lifeless, apathetic, and wary. And everybody else that's not the judge quickly looks at their 7 cards and figures out, well, what's the best match to lazy? And they look through their cards. The Green Bay Packers, well, if you were not a Packer fan, that would be kind of a funny one. Redwood Forest, billboards, the CIA, Barney, going to church, the pyramids. Now, maybe the CIA is lazy and people might think that's funny. Part of this game, you'd throw it face down. Everybody throws theirs face down. Now, the rule states that the last person to put the card down has to take their card out and they're no longer in the round. We've never played it that way. We just found that you end up getting answers that aren't that great because people are just trying to get a card in. So we actually think that if people think about it longer, we get better answers. So we don't play with that rule. We play a variant where it doesn't matter how long it takes, everybody gets a card in. So part of this game is now let's say these were all thrown in from all the different players. The judge obviously does not throw a red card in. So the judge would pick these up, they'd shuffle them, and they'd lay them down and read them to everybody. So we have noisy neighbors. Well, yeah, my noisy neighbors are lazy. The CIA, of course, that was mine. Ooh, somebody doesn't like Michael Jordan, the basketball player. And leaf blowers. Oh yeah, that's totally lazy. So they would read these out, people would be laughing. And the cool thing is this is the time where people can try to lobby for what they think. And so if I was put down the Michael Jordan card, I could say, oh, he's so lazy that he's just so good that he wins everything. He won all those championships and all those MVPs on pure talent alone, but he's really lazy down deep. He didn't really have to practice too much because he was just a natural. So people would try to lobby for their card, or maybe somebody else's card if they know theirs is just terrible and doesn't have a shot. And that's where the fun of this game is listening to people try to talk the judge into something. And then the judge at some point will pick, okay, I pick leaf blowers. That one definitely, you're lazy if you use leaf blower, just pick them up with your hands. So the person that put the leaf blower would get this green card, and all these cards would get sort of in the bottom of the deck or discarded, and then everybody would receive one more card here because you'd always have 7 cards, and then it goes clockwise. The judge now moves 1 spot. So everybody gets to be the judge at some point. So let's talk about how you win the game. Okay, so winning the game is different depending on how many people are there. As you can see here, whether it's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, or 10 people, the green apple cards needed to win are 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. So the more people, the less cards you need to win. So it scales pretty well, and it's a consistent time to play no matter how many people you have. Now, you've seen a bunch of the red cards, but I'll show you a couple more of these green cards to get an idea of what they are. So we have swift, and we have unhealthy, we have neglected, we have casual and courageous and innocent and earthly and speedy, so abundant. So you get an idea for what some of those cards are. We've seen some of the red cards, and essentially that's how you play Apples to Apples. Well, there you have Apples to Apples. I love this game. It's been around for a long time. It's been in my collection for well over 10 years. It kind of got played out for a while because we played it for so much. And the funny thing is if you haven't played it for a while, recently we picked it up and played it again at a corporate get-together, and we had so much fun, and it reminded me why this game is so great. The whole idea of playing to the judge is great. Now, granted, if you don't know the people you're playing with, you'll still have a lot of fun with this game because it's just fun with the comparisons and what people throw down. But you know what? If you know the people you're playing with, it's even better of a game because if I know my friend's type of humor and I can play towards that to make him laugh, then I have a better chance of winning when it's his turn to be the judge. Vice versa. When I'm the judge, people play towards me, and it's just fun. Because if you get to know the judges and you know what they like and you kind of tailor towards them, it's really fun. And again, even if you don't know them, it's just really fun to see what people put down. Some people put down some really cool answers, some really answers that make you think, oh wow, that is cool, yeah. So it's a lot of fun. It's even good for kids. There's a junior version out. But yeah, all in all, great party game. If you've never played it before, pick this thing up. It's relatively inexpensive. It's a lot of fun. It's easy to play. Anybody can play it. It's a lot of fun. Pick this one up.